To order. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. And the time is 6:27.
I pledge allegiance
Pledge allegiance
To
to
the
the
flag
flag
of the
of
United
the United
States
States of America
America
and to the
and to the
republic
republic
for
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 which
which
it
which
it
it
stands,
stands,
one
one
nation,
nation,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with
with
liberty
liberty
and
liberty
justice
and
and
for all.
justice
justice
for all.
for all. Okay, are there any public comments? Nothing, Sue?
I don't think anybody's on from the public that I can see.
Oh, I thought this was also if somebody had contacted you personally at the
Oh.
health department.
That I have
No.
nothing.
Okay. Okay, then we'll have a review of the minutes of April. We'll begin with April 9th.
So April 9th, it seems so long ago. Let me just quickly go through. We hosted a blood drive with the American Red Cross at the Senior Center. We had 35 pints of blood that were donated, so it was very successful, ran very smoothly. We sponsored some Narcan training in support of Save the Life Day on April 9th. We coordinated with the Trumbull TV, Community TV, to do a septic systems video for public health, National Public Health Week. That aired on our social media websites as well as the government access station during the course of that week. Our TAG group, our teen advisory group, partnered with the Mary J. Sherlock Teen Advisory Group, which is called SLAM, and they helped to coordinate an ice cream social that took place in May. We participated in a crisis and emergency risk communication and public information officer training that month. And we saw a decline in influenza cases reported in residents throughout the month of April.
Okay. Can I have a motion to accept the minutes for April?
A motion to accept the minutes?
Okay. And a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. And do you want to go through the review of the April 29th and the May activity report?
Sure. On April 29th, we went into an executive session at 6:35 and came out at 7:12. We entertained the motion to terminate the former director of health at that time and to reappoint me as the interim director of health. And there was no further business, so that was about all that we did on April 29th.
Okay. Can I have a motion to accept those minutes?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes.
Okay. And I can second, right, Sue?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I second that.
And all is in favor, I'm sure.
All in favor, sorry. I
That's
forget
okay.
that.
There's only a few of us, it's easy. And
Okay.
then for May 7th, we were having technological difficulties, so we had to cancel the meeting, and we apologize for that. So that's basically what our minutes say, is that we had to cancel the meeting due to some difficulties on hopping on Zoom.
Okay. And can I have a motion to accept May 7th minutes?
I will make a motion to accept the minutes from May 7th.
Okay,
Second one.
thank you. And next on the agenda is the review of April and May department activity reports.
Yes, so I already did the April activity reports. So for May, we have been working with the Human Resource Department to get us a temporary or a float staff person to help us when Taylor goes out on maternity leave. It's coming up quickly, so we're wishing Taylor good luck. She's due at the end of July. And hopefully she will stay with us until the end of July. But we do have somebody that's helping us from within the town. They started today to start getting some training from Taylor while she is there, and she will be with us once a week until Taylor actually goes out on maternity leave. So we should be in good shape. We will also look to supplement the hours that she can't be there with staff filling in, and hopefully get one more person to assist us when we have her schedule tied down. So we are doing that. The TB patient that we had in Bridgeport Hospital since October has been discharged to a facility in the Chatham area. So we are happy that she was able to finally get out of the hospital. October to May was a very long time for her to be there. So she is now under the direction of the Chatham Health District, so no longer with us in Trumbull. So we were happy to be able to discharge her. This month, we submitted 42 ticks. It is tick season. They are active this year. They are out and about. So we, again, are providing information to everybody on Lyme disease, other tick-borne diseases, and the prevention of tick-borne diseases. We provided a letter to the schools regarding Lyme disease and precautions that their students can take when they're going on outdoor field trips. This is the time of year that they're going to do nature's classroom and things like that, and they're outdoors running around. So we want to make sure that they're safe and that, you know, all the parents know to do tick checks when their kids come home. We trained over 100 people this month on how to use Narcan, so that's kind of exciting. We thought we had reached max capacity and that we trained everybody, but this month we had really good sessions. We trained the lifeguards for Parks and Rec and their camp counselors, so that was really good. We also trained some people at the farmers market. So we are trying to get out there with our prevention partners, TPOD, and doing as many as we can so we can get this into people's hands who may need it. Both Sam and I have received our mental health first aid certification, so we're now able to train others, and we will begin to train staff this month. We are doing a staff training on June 16th, I believe is the date, and we'll train staff with some of these great tools that they can use should they ever need them. And then we will begin to offer training sessions to residents. So you'll see more information on that coming out. If anybody's interested, please join us.
Can you say a
That's
little
great.
bit more about what you guys are doing? What kind of mental health stuff are you doing?
Sure, it's just really getting people comfortable having the conversation to ask people if they are okay, whether they're in the workforce, whether it's, you know, a family member, a friend, people who are showing signs or exhibiting signs of doing things that they normally don't do, or acting differently, or getting angry, or missing social events that they normally like, and just getting people comfortable with understanding that most times people just need to know that somebody cares about them, that it's okay, and then to help link them to the resources where they can get more specialized help from professionals. So it's really just a good training just to get people comfortable and to understand that they can make a difference just by asking someone how they are, if they are okay, if they need anything. Again, just to make sure that people know that people do care, and people are there to help.
Great, thanks.
And can I just back up to when you mentioned, I think you mentioned the farmers market.
Yep.
Are they doing food trucks?
I
know?
don't think they're doing food trucks at the farmers market this year, right, Taylor?
I think they might be, but there's not too many. I know there's a lot of vendors. I think there's like a coffee truck, stuff like that. So like if it would be a food truck, maybe they would have like a tent instead. You know what I'm saying?
They have the what?
Like sometimes they would like set up like a little table or something with
Oh,
their prepared foods. But there might
right.
be a couple food trucks. Not straight off the top of my head.
Yeah, it's not like in years past, Deb, where we had several
Okay.
food
Yeah,
trucks.
left.
Yeah,
Yes.
because I know last year there were none. So, I mean, I think there was one, maybe it was that coffee one down on the end, but I was wondering if they were back this year.
I think they're keeping it more of a traditional farmers market as much as they can.
I was just
Okay.
gonna say that.
Okay, thank you.
I've been working with the finance department on several budget reports, including a budget proposal for the year two public health emergency preparedness grant. We are moving forward as if we are going to receive the same amount of money that we received in year one, which is about $30,000. But there's still a lot of uncertainty with the federal grant. So at any time, we could be told that we will not be receiving the money. So we're treading lightly and very cautiously and making sure that whatever money we anticipate spending, that we actually have it in our budgets in case we need to cover that cost. So we're working closely with the finance department on that as well. We participated in the Trumbull Library Community Volunteer Fair. That was in early May. I don't know if anybody went. They had over 250 people come through, and it was a great variety of teens, families, seniors. I thought it was quite successful. We recruited several new members to our Stratford, Trumbull, and Monroe Medical Reserve Corps, and we also recruited several new teen members to our tag group. So it was definitely well worth it. A lot of enthusiasm from people looking to get involved in the community. So that was great. We also participated, as I mentioned earlier, in the Mary J. Sherlock Counseling Center Ice Cream Social. Again, they had over 250 families come through and attended. We provided a table, we had information, we had giveaways to give to the kids. It was a great way for us just to get our names out there. Again, let people know what the health department does. We had our tag volunteers volunteer as well. So it was a great partnership and a great opportunity for two teen groups in the community to work together and to take on leadership roles. So that was exciting to see them and start to excel in their leadership. So that was great. We are working with the region and developing a mass casualty incident full-scale exercise on September 16th. So if anybody wants to join us, we are looking for mock patients, people just to come down and observe to see what it's all about. We are working with our first responders, with our hospitals, local health departments, you name it, they are working with us, and it is going to be a really big event. It'll take
Where
place
will
at
it, I'm sorry, where will it be held?
Sherwood Island State Park.
Oh,
So
we had that a couple of years ago at Trumbull High.
yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
Trumbull did a smaller version of this.
Right, because I think Nancy and I went and we were dummies, or, whatever.
Right,
We
right,
were,
right.
yeah.
But this is going to be taking on more of a whole regional approach on how, the locals work with the regionals. And it's something that we haven't done in this region in more than a decade. So this
Oh,
is like a big deal and everybody's super excited about it. So it's great to be a part of that and really to foster some of those relationships. We began water testing of our lakes for the summer months. We'll continue to do that through Labor Day. All our pools opened on time, so that was great for Memorial Day. And our environmental health staff has been very busy with reviews for the farmers market, for reviews, inspections, going out there, making sure that everybody is compliant and everything is safe so that we don't have any incidents or foodborne outbreaks or anything like that. So environmental health has been very busy. We have been very busy, and we are keep plugging along. We go into the summer months, and that's usually our planning months and gearing up for our flu season, which we don't know how that's going to play out this year with, again, uncertainty with what's going on under the current administration. But we have our flu vaccine ordered. We are planning on offering as many clinics as we did last year, and hopefully we will be successful like we usually are. So that's where we are as far as health department activities.
was there any, did you have any contact with this Genesis shutting down? Did you have to be?
We were involved with Genesis shutting down. That was a call that came from the state and the state fire marshals and the local fire marshals. It was more of I believe more of a building issue, not a public health issue.
Okay,
So we weren't involved this time with that.
okay, that's what I was wondering.
But Carmel Ridge and Teresian Towers will remain open because they are under the diocese. So they are still there. And
Yeah, someone asked me about that and I said, I would assume they are because they're in the back, right? They are not housed in that building that supposedly had the issues.
right. They're in the
Yeah.
back.
That's what I thought.
And it's owned and run by the Diocese of Bridgeport, so they're separate from Genesis.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, they did utilize the Genesis building a lot and use their programs and go into the kitchen services. So unfortunately, they're going to have to readjust and figure things
Okay.
out on that. And hopefully, if there's a buyer in the works and they can get the building up and running and reopen again, but at this point they are closed until they can figure that part out.
Okay. Well, I think that's a nice summary of May. A lot going on as usual. Does anyone have new business they'd like to discuss or anything from old business?
Do you know
I-
where we stand in terms of finding a replacement for Susan?
I don't have an update for you at this time. I do know that the job posting has been posted and, HR department has recently just sent that to the Connecticut Association Directors of Health, which is an organization that represents all the local health departments in the state of Connecticut. So they will be getting the posting. Hopefully that will generate some interest for us and we can get some candidates. I probably would anticipate being able to set up interviews hopefully by the end of the month, early July, so that we can start to interview and get somebody in by the end of the summer is the hope.
Well, thank you for your holding the fort in the meantime.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
sure.
welcome. You're welcome. We're gonna get there. It'll be fine.
I appreciate you doing as much as you're doing.
And as I get more information from Tom in HR, I will just funnel that out to you guys.
Okay, great. Well, if there's nothing else, can I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Motion to adjourn.
Thank you. And I can second. And all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. So the meeting is now adjourned at 6:43.
Thank you, everybody. If anything new comes up throughout the summer, I will definitely reach out to you and keep you posted. But I
Yeah.
think our next meeting is in September.
Well, yes,
Mhm.
I won't be able to make that first meeting. I'll be in San Francisco.
Oh, lucky
Is-
you. Are you
are we
taking us
go-
with you?
Are we going first Wednesday, second Wednesday? What will be?
September 10th, I think, is the Wednesday you have it. I'll be in San Francisco.
Yes, that's
We
what I
have-
have too.
Yeah. So September 10th that I'll be away.
Oh. Now, is that an in-person or is that Zoom?
I believe that's in person.
In person. Okay. I don't know if I have the schedule. It keeps changing, so I will look back at my calendar.
Yeah, I have it down for September 7th in person, and then I guess
7th or
send out
10th?
7th?
sorry,
10th.
10th.
10th, in person.
Wednesday, September 10th,
Okay.
but in person.
Deb, we can resend the schedule out
And I was
to
just about to
everybody.
say, I can
Yeah,
do this
would you
schedule.
please? Yeah, especially with Nancy not here, I know she's going, she's kind of busy, so it would be great to send it out.
Yep. And if anybody wants you to look at it, if you have any conflicts that you know of, just let us know because we're always willing to readjust the board schedule so that everybody can attend. So just let us know in advance
Do you want me to
Okay.
send it to everyone once more?
if you can, Taylor.
Yeah,
Thank you.
appreciate that. Okay. Are we off the camera?
We didn't
Sure,
adjourn the
it's
Still
meeting yet.
recording.
still recording.
It's not now?
It's still recording.
Oh,
Yeah, we need to adjourn the meeting.
Yeah.
Deb, for
I
him to
thought,
stop it, I
but I
think.
thought I did. We have the second, we did, Rich
Oh, we
motion to
did?
adjourn.
Okay.
Yeah, and I second it.
You might just have to say that the meeting is adjourned at
The
whatever
meeting is
time.
now adjourned at 6:45.
5.
Okay, have a good night, everyone.
Yes, have a
Thank
good
you.
night. Enjoy the summer.
All righty.
We'll be
Keep
in
us posted,
touch.
Taylor. Good luck with everything.
And
Thank
Sue,
you, I
anything.
will.
Yes, Taylor, good luck. Sue, if you need anything, don't hesitate to call me
Okay.
or, if Nancy's available, but, I'll step in if she can't, if you need anything.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Likewise. Thanks for everything, Sue.
Thanks, Allison.
All right.
Thanks,
All right.
Dr.
Have a
Rich.
good night, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.